The IRL streamer Jidion quit after this body cam footage released, and we've covered this situation a couple days ago, and it's safe to say this body cam footage did not help his case in the slightest.
What are you arrested for? Disorderly person. You're here yelling. Disorderly. You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Sitting here causing a scene.
On the sidewalk.
Yep.
So you can't yell?
Anything I need to know about?
Officer, how fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think this charge is going to stick? Do you guys really think this is going to stick?
Sure, we have a
do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
In fact, it was such a bad look for him that it seems like he felt like his only choice was to publicly apologize and officially quit streaming.
While I still don't think I committed a crime, I still do think that, you know, genuinely, I was just being not only just an but annoying, and I've come to realize that, you know, genuinely streaming makes me the worst me.
I don't know if I quite agree with that, but I guess this is his decision for now. But yeah, the body cam footage of the iconic "I am a multi-millionaire" line, that was finally uploaded to YouTube. Again, I still don't know why he dropped that one, as it was some sort of like weird get out of jail free card. Like, imagine the outrage if he was like, "I am a multi-millionaire," and the cops automatically went, "Oh, our bad," and they just like unhandcuff him. That would be crazy. Like, I don't know what he was expecting here, because I'm sure that would result in a protest a whole lot bigger than the stream snipers from Jidion's stream. But with the release of this body cam footage, we got a whole lot more context, including the stuff that happened after the stream was turned off.
I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want. Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is...
Here, back here.
Is this really the route you want to go, officer?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars?
Yep.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please...
Sit.
Do you really want to abuse me, officer?
Get your foot in.
I can't even fit in here,
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
Also, I'm going to be real here and say this was some really quick turnaround time for getting this body cam footage uploaded. So like, whoever is behind Code Blue Cam probably broke the world record for filing the fastest FOIA request. But either way, I mean, all the context from the cop's perspective does not make Jidion look any better.
The guy's harassing somebody over there. It's been like an ongoing like years issue. They're like harassing this dude, stalking this dude. Then it kind of all compiled today.
So long story short is this guy lives on here, getting evicted. His nephew is throwing you see him with the party hats and stuff on a eviction party for the uncle. They have access to the house. They went in there with big speakers and they just with them for YouTube videos. So they've been chasing him up to the McDonald's for his YouTube videos. And McDonald's kicked him out earlier. They keep coming back while he's here. They keep kicking him out. Now they're sending more people up in here, so.
But hey, also, to give him kudos, it seems like he's actually taking this in. He wants to grow from this, because after all the backlash and jokes on his behalf, that's resulted in him, I guess, officially quitting streaming once and for all. Hopefully it's just IRL streaming in this fashion, because Jidion has had a lot of IRL streams that have had positive impact, that have been extremely entertaining. He has absolutely had his slip-ups. Like, was Jidion being annoying here by harassing fast food employees and I guess wasting the time of the police officers? Yeah, but also, compared to basically anyone else we cover, this is some light work.
What I'm here to just pretty much say is the shenanigans are stopping. The shenanigans are over. This was a very humbling experience that I really needed. The whole situation humbled me. The reason why I titled the video what I titled it is because I'm never gonna stream again. I love streaming, but it's just too much bad comes with it. I don't know how to control myself. And so the best way to control myself is to distance myself. And so I just can't stream anymore, and I won't stream anymore.
But if you weren't aware, we just covered Jidion being arrested for stalking and disturbing the peace while he was attempting to do a evict the squatter stream. Originally, Jidion was supposed to help his friend and fellow creator by name Skeeter Jean annoy Skeeter's Uncle Joe, enough to get him, I guess, to voluntarily leave his grandmother's house, where he was supposedly squatting.
For the past decade or so, he's been financially exploiting and abusing my grandmother, who was also his mother. And before that, he was doing the same thing to his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother.
Skeeter explains that despite repeated warnings from the family, his Uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there for months.
I was gonna go over there and kick his ass myself, but then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel and it's monetized, so I can just expose him on the internet and make some money off of him.
Which is a fairly popular style of content to make now, but I believe it was first started by the streamer Asian Andy back in the day when he needed to evict someone from, I think it was his either grandmother's or mother's house. So he essentially camped out in the house, moved in as a tenant, and just annoyed the crap out of them on stream by playing a whole bunch of loud music and doing unbearable stuff.
It's a civil matter. I'll see you in court. It's a civil matter. I'll see you in court.
Because let's be real, everyone hates squatters. And when you have a content style of people just being extremely annoying to people who are being extremely financially damaging to whoever owns the house, it can create some entertaining moments. And if it stuck to Jidion just hanging out in the house being annoying, that would have been fine technically. But unfortunately for them, doing a squatter stream with no squatter in the house isn't really exciting content. So it seems like Jidion wanted to speed up the drama and he started searching for Joe all over town. And that's where he fumbled.
But according to Joe, the harassment did not stop there. He claimed Skeeter, Jidion, and their film crew continued following and filming him at the restaurant, ultimately provoking him to call the authorities.
Joe was avoiding the situation like the plague because he knew what was going on. And Jidion and I guess his henchmen then annoyed the police, fast food employees, and government workers, all while live streaming themselves and slowly growing a group of stream sniping fans hoping to get on this action. So a larger and larger crowd started to form. But everything essentially came to a breaking point when the police warned Jidion that he would be arrested for trespassing if he entered the McDonald's that Joe was hiding out at again.
Believing they may head back to the McDonald's in search of him, the officer returns to the restaurant to keep watch.
All right, we're gonna go back and deal with them. Hopefully we can see what we can do about getting them out of there, but we'll see.
And soon, a large group arrives back at McDonald's. But this time, the officers are ready.
What's the problem?
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave. You're gonna be...
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey!
Or they're gonna arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all wanna go inside real quick?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, why? You don't have any, like, no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
do you have anything better to do?
But I guess instead of accepting this and just returning to the house to pivot, Jidion tried to hand off his equipment to some of the fans at the scene so they instead could go inside the McDonald's and confront Joe.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there.
We gotta arrest Joe. We gotta arrest Joe.
He's in there? Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor. Be very careful. Just wear this. There's a backpack. You didn't trespass them, so shut the f up! Bro, you haven't been trespassed. Just walk inside.
Just to get on my video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But make sure y'all stick together.
And again, I said this in my last video, but using your fans to do that, that's just such a massive liability risk here. Like, I have no idea why he would ever do this. But regardless, that backfired massively because just as they were about to walk inside, the police showed up again. And Jidion kind of had that moment where he was like, no, wait, don't do it. And then suddenly the police were there. It was too late. Everyone got arrested. So the two fans and Jidion were handcuffed.
Wait. Actually, come back. Bro, they're really protecting Joe. Officer, what are you doing? Officer, never trespass them. You can't trespass somebody.
1212 dispatch. We're gonna have one detained at this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Traffic, one detained.
See you going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man. Bro.
I guess. Put your stuff down.
Officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're under arrest.
Here, record this on your phone.
That's serious, bro.
So clearly, this little plan did not work out. So what ended up happening in the end was Jidion and three teenagers were all arrested, while Jidion complained about his handcuffs and yelled about how much money he had and how the police would totally regret this. And then on top of everything, he was claiming his rights were violated.
Get your foot in. I can't even fit in here,
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit. Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
Officer, I can't scoot. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoot.
I've had bigger people in the
Officer,
car.
you're actually hurting me. Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoot.
Can you just put my handcuffs in the front?
No, you have to turn and scoot that way.
Have you guys consulted with the DA?
We don't have a DA.
You don't have a district attorney?
No.
You don't have a state attorney?
There's no district attorneys down here.
What about state attorney?
Go, put your feet in.
Now, I don't know if it's true, but it'll be solved in a court of law, which is also why I have no idea, again, why he would be screaming, I'm a multimillionaire, you'll regret this. No, dude, just be quiet. What's happened is already happened. Just settle it in court, solve it in court, fight it in court, do whatever you need to do in court. But don't be screaming that you're a multi-millionaire. It just makes you look extremely bad. But regardless, the cops then start talking to a bunch of the fans and they're like, oh, we're just here to buy a drink. But obviously they're not stupid. They're just like, okay, bounce, please, before you get arrested.
And I think 2 more just walked in here. If you guys aren't getting food, get out.
No, we are. You saying what? Just kind of confused.
Are you guys involved in all this stuff too?
We were earlier. We were staying at the house, and then we just pulled up in here to get a drink. We were out. We haven't been here the whole time.
Yeah, we just pulled up.
Yeah, we just
came back.
Okay, well, if you guys are involved, I suggest you leave.
And at one point, the staff of the McDonald's even pops their head out asking the police, hey, what should we do here? Because people from Jidion's stream are just spam calling the McDonald's without stopping. So they just have to reply, let's just pull out the cord right now and, you know, not answer that.
Yeah, just unplug it, ignore them. That's what they want, is you just answer and get annoyed. They just want to make you mad, so if you just unplug it and they don't have the chance.
So the problem that Jidion's found himself in here is that he could complain all he wants about this being unfair, but it's very clear he was heavily disrupting business here and was absolutely disturbing the peace of this McDonald's. And this is obviously despite a alleged pathetic squatter is just hanging around inside of the McDonald's. But obviously, all of this went insanely viral, along with the court footage and Jidion's resulting crash out. But what I honestly did not expect was his crazy 180 all within a few days. Because when Code Blue Cam uploaded the body cam footage, they quickly posted on their community tab that Jidion was trying to have the video taken down and even commenting on it. But let's be real, Jidion's behavior on his stream was bad enough. It looked even worse on the body cam. And then with this behavior, trying to censor and take down a video, like, come on, how could it be false information? It's literally just video cam footage of you from a police officer. He was also originally saying that he was going to take the police to court and get his justice. I'm not sure what that would entail, but I'm interested in seeing how it all goes. But regardless, I guess he also took a few days, cooled down, and thought about this and completely changed his tune.
To Officer Mitchell, you know, I called you out of your name multiple times. You feel me? Like, if I was a cop, I would arrest somebody too if I was getting called out of my name like that. So genuinely, I feel like there's a lot of blame to go around. And I feel like a lot of the blame has to be pointed right back at me.
So I don't know if it was just all the comments in the videos finally getting to him, or he was advised by his lawyer to, you know, smarten up. But today he uploaded another video to his Jidion Premium channel announcing that he's done live streaming once and for all.
But now I'm realizing that I don't want to do this. You know, I want to mature. I was maturing, then I let myself regress. And now I want to keep on maturing. And I want to move on from this. I realize I have a fragile ego, bro, where like I let comments and things people say affect me. No more slop content, no more streams. So if you guys have been enjoying the streams, no more, man. It's just going to be straight preg content and nothing else, man. You guys don't need to know about my life. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't know anything about your guys' lives.
And while he holds the firm stance that he didn't commit a crime, he did at least seem to be aware that he was losing the plot and spiraling out of control here.
I also came to realize that truly your boy was spiraling. You know, I was genuinely losing the plot. I had to pay 6+ figures for my lawyer fees and then my fans' lawyer fees and everything. That money could have been used for the betterment of society, but now it's being used in the legal system. You know what I mean? And it's just completely unnecessary and it's completely my fault. While I still don't think I committed a crime, I still do think that, you know, genuinely, I was just being not only just but annoying.
I do have to wonder though, like if the alleged 6 figures he says he had to spend on lawyers is what convinced him to try and end the saga here. Because obviously it stings to be the lolcow of the week online, but it's gonna sting a whole lot more if you have to spend $100,000 or more because of a stupid decision that turned you into a lolcow for a week. But Jidion goes on to admit that every scandal he finds himself in usually comes from streaming and not from his more planned content.
I've come to realize that, you know, streaming makes me the worst me. Thinking back on it, every quote unquote controversy, not even quote unquote, every controversy and Everything that I've ever got into, anytime I trended on Twitter for something negative, it's always been for some shaming clip.
So I understand why he came to this conclusion that he's just going to stop live streaming, but I don't think he needs to quit live streaming altogether. It's just a certain style of live streaming that he needs to be a little bit more careful around. But one thing I was like, come on, dude, is like he was laughing at the teens who got arrested being referred to as minors by the media, like he wasn't the one calling them little boys on stream. Like, come on, dude.
To the boys who got arrested, they're all 18 plus, by the way. I know a lot of people were saying that they were minors. They're all 18 plus.
Also, they violated 3 little boys, ... constitutionally by handcuffing them and arresting them.
3 young boys?
3 young boys, yeah.
But then I guess he brought it back to God like he did in one of his previous videos.
You know, the Bible says, be harmless as a dove and wise as a serpent, and I haven't been moving like that.
But I guess regardless, a lot of people are pointing out the fact that he should have learned his lesson earlier, but apparently he didn't. So here we are again. So that has made a lot of people skeptical of this whole apology. He does admit that the allure of instant gratification that comes with streaming is hard to ignore. So it seems like we'll just kind of have to wait and see if he falls back into that trap or not. But honestly, I don't think you should quit streaming all for one. Like, it's just a certain style of streaming he needs to quit. He just needs to do it a little bit more pre-planned and smarter. Like, if he did this stream inside of the squatter house and just kept it within the squatter house, he would have been fine. But as soon as he started running around IRL streaming and harassing random people that shouldn't be harassed, like, come on, dude, you're setting yourself up for failure there. And he also mentioned that if his court date on July 13th was still happening, as of right now, he could still face legal consequences for this entire mess. And that is, of course, on top of the social consequences that he's currently dealing with. But as of now, we just kind of have to wait and see what happens and just hope another IRL streamer actually learns his lesson before something way worse happens. So that's all I have for now. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.